Hello, welcome to the basement. David Bradley here. Found another box. And yes, there are Commodore things in it. I'm going to sit down here and then I'm going to think about maybe I can waggle this table, etc. closer. Alright. And that means I can move the chair also closer. Oh. Okay. Yes. I haven't done anything special with lighting down here yet, but I will. Alright. In this box, as always, there's an assortment of things. Look here. It's a screwdriver, nut driver thing. And it has a little socket on the end. Tools are good. Also, an adjustable wrench. What's it say? Heavy duty, 200 millimeters. 8-inch drop forward. Oh, it's good to have tools. These things I'm quite fond of. These are sockety wrench things. It's an 11 and a 12, but they're like little ratchets inside. So you can go on, and if you flip the switch, you can go off. And you can do them both together. Wow, but you never would. And these things, when working on my old Harley, they come in handy because sometimes it's just hard to get things in. Here's another one. A 7 and a 6. Beautiful, beautiful. So these will go into my toolbox, of course. And here's one that's a 14 and a 13. Oh, I guess I need to flip this to be able to do this right. This one seems a little stiffer, but still magical. Needs to be in the toolbox. Now, I'm afraid that I was pretty good at squeezing a lot of stuff into a box. So, let's see here. This is an interesting thing. There's this box that has 2 cables connected. And I think I know. Okay, so on the end of this, there's the Centronics parallel connector. And on the other end, there would be what would go to the computer. And this box in the middle, which, oh yes, there's an A and a B. See, the whole thing of sometimes in an office, you would need 2 different kinds of printers. One to do letters, one to do labels, etc., etc., etc. And it was always the, unhook and reconnect and diddle around with cables with this thing. Oh, the other thing, and I've used these many times, are switch boxes where you actually say, hit the, change to that, and push a button. This one, however, it seems that it knows. So it's got an A and a B. Oops, there it is, an A and a B. And it says PCA auto switch model 17005 made in Taiwan, non-powered, 2 in. Oh, 2 in, 1. Okay, this is different. This would let you put more than one computer to one printer, not more than one printer to the same computer. Also, very handy. I'm going to put that in the box of modems and things and stuff that I looked at before. I know what this is the end of. Somewhere in this box lurks, yes, a power supply for a Commodore 64. Oh, it has a little break off of the fin here, tiny little But, you know, and where did this come from? Okay, so this will need to go upstairs to be tested with the tester. Oh, here's the thing. There's a little piece of the fin. So I guess it broke off in there. Anyway, of course, I will use the tester I got from Rudy of Rudy's Retro Intel to test the 5-volt side, which is the killer side. Aha! A serial cable to connect a disk drive or a printer or other things to a Commodore 64. I could use a little wipage. It will too. Go upstairs. Now, what is this mysterious thing? Aha! It is a white data set. It is indeed. This one, essentially, it looks the same as the black one. It just happens to be white. And it was definitely not made to go inside the machine. It had the long cable with the grounding thing that no one ever used, and the Commodore logo. This, too, will need to be tested. Oh, I see another similar looking cable here. And indeed, this is the later version. Oh, it's yellowed. The C2N cassette. It's funny how cables, they sit in the box for a while and they get kind of just sticky, and there's no reason that they're sticky, they just are. Ooh, what is this? C64 diagnostic cartridge. Ooh, there could be more treasures in here. This would have been what I got way back when from Commodore. I wonder if there's a harness lurking in here. One thing that there is in here is a little fan. I will once again have to test this. It just has a short little wire. It does. I'm just looking for wires. Wires. What do we have here? Something made by C Limited. And if I, okay, this would be definitely for an Amiga 1000. Because the Amiga 1000 really had nowhere to expand inside. So it had, you had to stick things on the side. This is probably for a disk drive. I thought originally it might be a memory thing. Mind you, some people made a combination of memory things like this and disk drive things. I'll have to have a look. But with that thing on the back, which is of course an RS-232 cable, not an RS-232, DB25 connector, and they always had the pass-through, so you could plug something else through. Because I remember seeing some Amiga 1000s that might have had, like 5 or 6 different things connected all at once. All right, now, what do we have here? We have a power supply, and it has a switch on it, which means it can work on a number of things, but it was probably meant for an Amiga 500. And judging by the square end, that is probably so. Although I do believe, but don't quote me on this, they could also use it on the 128, I think. Now here's something that's intriguing. Oh, looky. It's a little wee alarm clocky thing. I thought, looking at the back of it, might be a tiny little television. Yes, as the desk fills up with stuff. One of the things I'm really trying to do here is in between each box, get things tidied up so that this desk is empty. Because as you know, I have a way of filling things and not getting them cleared off. And here is a mouse. And unfortunately, Commodore had a habit of making mice and not putting the model number. So I don't know if this mouse, the tank mouse, belongs on a 64 or a VIC-20, Commodore 128, or on an Amiga. I don't know. I'll test it. See, won't do any harm in testing it. These cords look mysteriously like the ones, they are RCA connectors, the ones that came with the batteries included BI-80 card. They may not be, but they just remind me of the kind of things that they had there. What else is in this box? Ooh, another mouse. Once again, not marked. No indication of what it is for. The ball is intact. This too will have to be tested. What is this? Oh, okay. This is, yes, it's a 5-pin DIN connector. It is to connect, well, most of the Commodore machines to, attention, use this cable only on composite monochrome monitors. Oh, this cable only carries only black and white picture information. Oh, isn't that interesting? Okay. So supposedly this one will not give us color. It supposedly won't. What is this? Oh, a short little RCA to RCA thing. I'm not sure if that is worthy of even holding on to. I think I'll toss that in the box. I'm sure it's fine, but I just don't think it would be useful. Aha! Here we have an adapter. And if I remember rightly, this would be for an Amiga, not an Amiga, a Commodore 128, so that you could use a regular monitor, but you could also get the 80 columns, even though the 80 columns might not look so good. So this end would plug into the regular video. This end would plug in to the video that was intended for the 80 column. And this you could connect to your monitor to, and you could switch the switch. You could. Okay, we are getting there. But are we getting there? Oh yeah, we be getting there. Aha, here is just, oh, this is from Simpsons. I need something. Here is a triple tap for power. Always a good thing, especially around computer things. Still looking for a diagnostic cartridge here. Diagnostic harness here. Here is an IEEE to IEEE cable. Looks maybe about 8 feet long. That too. Good thing. I'll take that upstairs for sure. Oh, here. It's another IEEE cable. It's a PET to IEEE cable. How do you tell? Well, because it has one end like this, which has a funny connector, and you have one that's shaped more like a triangle kind of thing that has an edge connector that would go on to the back of the board. Alright, let's see. A power cable. Nothing like a good power cable. Oh, this one looks longer. Another power cable. Another power cable. Another power cable. Oh, here, this is a different one. It's a power cable. It's more heavy duty, but it has on the end of it a 90-degree angle, so you can put things in closer to a wall. I think they were handy. I don't think they came with the SX64. I think they were handy with it, though. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Oh, we got a tangle. Tangle. Holy mama. Okay. Tangle. Oh, it's even coming out of the box now. Oh, here's an interesting thing. See, some older houses, still to this day, here and there and everywhere, may not have plugs that have ground things on them. They might not. But you still, oh, okay. No, okay. So here's a power cord. It does not have the ground pin. And it also won't plug into something that needs it. That is unique. Now there's some, oh, there's another serial cable. What is this thing? I just don't know. Maybe they are connected. Maybe they are different. There's the cord. Oh my word. But where does the cord go? I hate cords. I hate them. Okay, so that is a cord. Alright, we're getting there. So these, in fact, are not all related. They are not, but they are stuck. Oh, golly. What a mess. Okay, so this, I'm not sure what that is, but this stuff here, these look like headphone things that you could use on an airplane. And for whatever reason, maybe so you could listen together. There's 4 headphone things and 2 jacks. Oh, wait a sec, 2 jacks. Maybe they're just all tangled. You know what? Goodbye. And this thing, well, this thing. What does it say on the bottom? Battery charger. It looks like it might be for some sort of razor. It might. And as it happens, I was going through a bunch of razor things before I started filming. I was hunting and I found some. So maybe I'll just put this with the miscellaneous chargers that I wasn't sure what was what, and then see about you know, if I have the thing that goes with it. Otherwise, it can go in a box of miscellaneous chargers, and away it will go. And that is that for this box. So, lots of cables, lots of stuff. I think what I will do is, okay, this is not going in there. This can sit over here for a moment. I'm going to have to take some stuff upstairs to check it. This thing, this, I'm going to keep that separate. The diagnostic cartridge thing, got to have a look at that. So, maybe there's a box here. I'm going to throw power cables into the box. They all feel a little sticky. So I could use a little, not horribly, you know, like there's some cables you get and somebody use either a rubber band or some kind of tape on them and they're just disgusting. But anyway, power cords are good. they are. But anyway, this stuff needs to be tested. So I put a serial cable in there. I should put, this is not just putting things back into the same box, although it is. And I suppose this is another thing. See, once I hook up power down here, I can test it here. But I don't have power here. Not yet. So I will put things back in here, and this box will go upstairs so that things can be tested and some of the stuff weeded out. And really, it's a lot easier to weed out stuff that's not Commodore related. The reason, by the way, that I think that power supply is for a 500 is because of the switch. It's the 128 power supplies. I don't believe they ever had a switch. I just don't believe it. Anyway, this cable is also gross. Another data set in the box. Another power supply in the box. Okay. Oh, don't hurt the data set. Alright, so this box needs to go upstairs. These tools need to go in the toolbox. Imagine. And this cartridge, I'm not going to mix it in. I'm going to put it carefully into my pocket. I am. And I will take it upstairs. So, and I don't feel bad about having a box of power cables. Not that I think I'm short on power cables, but you never know, you know. Alright. So, I haven't made much progress on the box for Richard, but I actually have some other things set aside that I will toss in there. So, that's it for now. Thanks for coming to the basement as I go through the endless boxes. You have no idea. Anyway. Oh, it's a pleasure to see you. Oh. We'll see you again. Have a lovely, lovely day.